All right, everyone have a seat, please. All right, I've been informed that we have a verdict, so we're going to bring the jury in. And we need the alternate as well, please. All right, everyone have a seat, please. I'd ask our foreperson to please rise.
This is the moment every courtroom waits for. The jury is back, and the tension is impossible to ignore. Remember, a verdict isn't just a decision. It's the culmination of every witness, every exhibit, and every argument presented during trial. Before we hear the outcome, what do you think the jury ultimately decided based on the evidence?
Have you reached a verdict? Was it unanimous?
Yes,
Has the verdict been filled in, signed, and dated by you?
yes,
If you'd hand it to the bailiff, please. You can have a seat. You can have a seat. All right, it appears that the verdict form is in order. Madam Clerk, if you could please publish the verdict.
In the Superior Court of Cobb County, the state of Georgia versus Eugene Toby Lou, Jocks. Criminal action file number 23-9-4710. Verdict. Count 1 of the indictment, malice murder. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty. On count 2 of the indictment, felony murder. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty. On count 3 of the indictment, aggravated assault, we the jury find the defendant guilty. On count 4 of the indictment, arson in the second degree, we the jury find the defendant guilty.
Wow, that's a complete sweep of guilty verdicts across every count presented to the jury. In legal terms, that's a decisive outcome. The jury didn't just find enough evidence for one charge. They found the prosecution proved every allegation beyond a reasonable doubt. The emotional weight in a courtroom after a verdict like this is often hard to put into words.
On count 5 of the indictment, concealing the death of another, we the jury find the defendant guilty. On count 6 of the indictment, tampering with evidence, we the jury find the defendant guilty. This May 22nd of 2026, signed foreperson.
Now we're moving into a step that many viewers overlook, polling the jury. This isn't just courtroom formality. Each juror will be asked individually whether the verdict announced is truly theirs. It's a final safeguard designed to confirm that the verdict was unanimous and freely made.
I'm sorry, I cannot read the name.
That's Maria.
Yes, thank you.
All right, anything else from the state before we release the jurors?
Nothing from the state judge.
Now, we would respectfully request the jurors be polled, please.
All right. When the clerk calls out your name, if you would please stand. In the jury room.
yes,
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you?
yes,
Is it still your verdict?
yes.
Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict? Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Thank you. Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that your verdict in the jury room? Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict? Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Was that your verdict in the jury room? Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict?
And there it is. The jury poll is complete, with every juror affirming the verdict. At this stage, any lingering uncertainty about unanimity is gone. Legally speaking, the verdict has now been thoroughly confirmed in open court. Did you expect such a clear outcome when this case first began?
Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict?
One of the most interesting transitions in any trial happens right here. After spending days, weeks, or even months unable to discuss the case, jurors are about to be released from those restrictions. Their role in deciding guilt is over, but the impact of their decision will likely stay with them long after they leave the courthouse.
Was that your verdict in the jury room? Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict? Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room? Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict? Was that your verdict in the jury room? Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict? Would you like to look at the verdict form?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. All right. Members of the jury, thank you for your service. You have now concluded your service on the jury.
The verdict may be in, but this case isn't completely finished yet. Sentencing is the next major chapter, and that's where the court determines the consequences that follow these convictions. The jury's work is done, but the judge still has an important decision ahead. What factors do you think should weigh most heavily during sentencing?
You are no longer subject to those instructions I have given you about not talking to anyone about the case. You are free to talk to anyone you like about the case and the decision your jury has reached. By the same token, you are not required to speak to anyone about the case. Sometimes jurors may be contacted about their deliberations well after the case has been decided. You are free to refuse to speak to anyone about the case. That is your decision. Should anyone make contact with you who causes you any concern, or should anyone try to speak to you after you have declined to speak with them, you should feel free to contact the sheriff's office in that regard. You will now return to the jury room for your paperwork, and then I will release you from the jury room. All right, have a seat, everyone. we need to schedule sentencing, and what I propose in that regard is I'll have my chambers reach out to you guys with regard to scheduling.